Okay. So, the first thing is that I love this version of the Fire Emblem theme. It's very somber. I like that a lot so far. I know, and I really don't know anything about this game except you get to choose between 3 houses. So I'm not gonna go hard. Sorry, not happening. So let's just get that normal out of the way. And we're not doing classic either because I'll just end up resetting. I can't stand losing units, so we're just gonna go to casual. I'm not gonna play online. I don't like all that pop-up stuff and additions, so let's go. Oh. Tyltean Plains, Imperial Year 901, I think that's what it said. Oh, this is like a big one. They went full like anime cutscene battle here. That's some crazy magic there. Oh my goodness. Those guys are dead. Wow. Who's this? Man, imagine seeing that and still charging in. There's the berserkers.
Ladies!
She's very calm. He doesn't. He looks a little evil. Ooh, intense. Oh, whoa. Chain whip, Interesting. We had a buzzsaw sword in the last game, and now we have chain whip. She's pretty lightly armored. Wait, is that a level sword? What is that? It's way below level sword. Wow, just straight up punched him in the face.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die! Die!
Wow.
Die!
This is pretty graphic for a Fire Emblem
You
game.
took everything that I loved!
Huh.
He's gone now, Mother.
He stole that sword from someone else, huh? Huh, interesting. So this is the past or the future, I wonder? With Fire Emblem, you never know. We got some bored kid here. Pointy ears. Manakite? Manaki?
Oh my. What could have brought you here? I wonder. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Okay. I'm gonna eventually play with both. This is the main character. I don't know if they changed the voice actor for the male one yet, though, so I'm just gonna pick the female for now. Is this form correct? Her design
I
is
have not seen
very
the likes
busy.
of you before. Who are you anyway?
And I don't like her hair. I don't... Oh. I'm a ghost. I'm a demon. I'm immortal. Oh, I like ghosts, so I'm gonna say that I'm a ghost.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line. I see. Then you must have a name of
I
sorts.
wonder if I get to change
Go
the
on.
hairstyle. I really want to change it. Okay, well, this is my first playthrough, so I'll call her Violet, which is the default name.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well.
This, I wonder. This is gonna matter for some reason. Women can be Pegasus Knights, so let's try Lone Moon. I don't know what this means. The date probably doesn't matter more than the month.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
So she would always say that.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost.
I wonder what that was about. Or if it will pay off.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
If
You've
you're the guy
described
and
her
you
to me
say
before.
you're dreaming about
I
a
don't
young
think I've
girl.
ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your... Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom.
I'm actually going to turn down the game volume because I think it's pretty high right now.
I told you before, it's far...
Of course. I'm the reliable type.
Oh, good
Oh, wait,
grief. Everyone is
I
already
already get
waiting.
some
Gerald,
help.
sir,
The support
sorry to
points of
barge
this guy?
in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
These are the house leaders, right?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits?
Just so happens all
Here?
3 house leaders.
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
Edelgard, that's the darling of the Fire Emblem community in the lead up to this game.
We've been separated
Actually,
from our
though,
companions
honestly, all
and we're
3 of them
outnumbered.
have really good
They're after our
designs.
lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Because you play as like a professor in this game, I'm pretty sure. Like these kids are the heads of houses at this military academy. Okay, so let's save. Always keep a lot of saves in Fire Emblem games, just in case. You never know when you're going to hit a point of no return. Prologue. Okay, this game looks pretty good. Alright.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village.
I like this guy, Geralt.
Take down the enemies in front first.
He's like your Fire Emblem archetype of like the grizzled veteran who's already promoted, like he's already mounted. Okay. I have everybody here. What's going on? Ooh! We can get a little cinematic with this, huh? I like that. It feels very energetic compared to other Fire Emblem games. Just the control scheme.
Stay focused.
Of course. Combat is spectacular. That's right. I don't know what that's going on here. So let me go here and make it tell me. Yeah, one shot.
No hesitation.
That's a weird stance of the costume. I really don't like her outfit, honestly. So you can fight with broken weapons in this one instead of being useless, but it's gonna be... Oof. Okay. Noble class. Nice. Well, why am I a commoner? Come on. Oh, they're all better than me? Aren't I the teacher? Axe, lance, bow. Interesting. Oh, hey. You're fine. Okay. So we'll move them all up to the
I'll
quarter.
cut through. Thank you. We are in your debt. Please, lend us your strength.
I also, I don't have control of this guy. He's a guest unit, so.
I will prevail. You have a strange... You say you're a mercenary, so show me what...
She says she's a mercenary? Are we like a band of mercenaries that was guarding this town? Alright, so keep running back.
Ready and willing.
Where's the enemy units? Oh, they're all pretty far away. Enemy phase. Now, usually with Fire Emblem games, I turn on off the attack animations, but considering this
We'll
is the first
advance
one,
while protecting
I
ourselves
might
from
leave
the
them on
enemy.
at least for a
Take
little
up
bit.
position inside the forest.
Interesting. Good music. Let's check. There's only 3 of them. Make them come to me. Oops. The shoulder buttons quickly switch between units. It's nice. Oh, I could have
It's
talked to her.
because of you guys that I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you and some...
My guy back there's not doing anything. These enemies aren't trying to come to me either. Can I see the... Oh wow, there's more back there. Interesting. Defeat the enemy commander is the victory condition. So I don't need to fight those guys, but probably I should for the EXP. That's how the game works. Cool. Wait, what? Oh, and so you can see their supporting units. I know that was a thing they added in this game, but I didn't actually know how it works, kind of. Ruffian. Interesting. This system for this game is kind of weird. I don't have any units with me, though. Okay. How do I... In other Fire Emblem games, you could see... Oops. Okay. Maybe I don't care about enemy attention. No. Fast speed, of course. Don't really care what the enemy actions do. Well, whatever. We'll leave it. Grid is on. Yeah, it's ugly. Is there not a way? Nope. Nope. I wanted to see like the. You can usually put on like the danger indicator in the game. Okay. So let's go and see if she lives here. Oh, it does. It does show you when you're gonna move into a problem. Let's go. Counterattacks, pretty good in this game. Oh, I love the EXP sounding Fire Emblem. I love how they keep the same sound effects, the level up sound effect and the EXP sound effect between games. Get a kill here on Violet.
Should I have held back?
Should have held back. And what? I want to do the Black Eagles, I think is the name of the one that I want to pick first, just because I like them birds. So we shall do that.
Is that all?
Wherever I need to go to attack this guy.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest,
Boom!
It's not luck, it's fate.
Wait. Honorary. Okay. She can move ahead now. Nope, let's use that. Use items unless you need to.
Damn. Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess
Cost us. Yeah. I do want to kill everyone. EXP is good. Oh, whoa, here it comes. He actually did something.
this is a fine opportunity. There's the combat art. Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be in.
Okay. Linked attack. Huh. And you both have to be within range of the enemy, not each other. That's a little bit different than previous, like, team-up attacks. Very cool. Cool. So let's bring him up. No, he can't. Oh wow, he can be attacked by that guy if he moves there. No, let's not move there then. Come to us up there.
there! Out of my way!
So now we need to try to make this happen.
What the? Aren't you Gerald the Bladebreaker? What's up with now?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess.
He's got mercenaries here. Getting killed here though. That's good. There we go. I want to at least get an attack off. Speed. I don't think I can wait because this enemy's super strong. So. Can I go kill it? I don't want to kill it. That's what I want to. I wanted to use that on her, and then you can use it on.
Be mindful.
That can be at 0, should be at 3. Oof. Let's try it. Yes. Okay,
Such
level.
power dwells within.
Such power dwells within? Wow. Got an iron axe. Wasn't she using an axe before? Or is she using a dagger now? Wait, I have like predestination, like future sight. I knew what would happen. Interesting. So, what's up with this mysterious main character, huh?
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Of course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis.
Sothis.
But I'm also known
The
as
beginning?
the beginning.
Giving us way more crypticness than usual right at the beginning.
Sothis. And I am also called... I was not able to recall my name, and just like that, that look upon your face. Did you think me a child? Phooey! That child... Correct. You threw yourself before an
I
axe
got
to save
bonuses
just
with her,
one
which
young
means I'll
girl.
get to get her in my party at some point.
Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time. I do not hear your gratitude. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? Though it is only momentary. Time. When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to... Of course.
She's very powerful, but she doesn't know who she is.
I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome.
I'm more than a child? This is the one thing I really dislike about Fire Emblem, is like, they always want to fit in some character who looks like a kid, but is like immortal or timeless or thousands of years old or something, and I'm like, if you want a child design, put a child in the game, like,
now go. Yes.
and just don't let them be a romance option. That easy. Like, when you have to And now I know there's no eugenics in this Fire Emblem game, but like when you're back in Awakening, like, I mean, if you want the other Manakete character, you have to pair up somebody with the like first generation Manakete character, and you're just like, this feels really, really wrong. And they even mention it in the supports, how he's like, this doesn't really feel right. And you're like, oh, there's a reason for that, buddy.
Hey, over here!
Huh?
One of these guys has his uniform open. I don't think that's regulation.
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here.
I've only played them in
We'll
like the
cut
modern
you
era.
down
I haven't
for
played like any of
terrorizing
the
our
old ones.
students.
Awakening, Fates, and this one is now what I'm doing it.
Hey, the thieves are running away. The students seem to be unharmed.
This guy's got a crazy
Who's
mustache.
this?
Why him?
Let's know each other. Okay. Oh, MVP. I did that on purpose though, because I want, the way this game works is there's kind of limited experience, so I want the main character to get a good amount of it. Because I'm not sure which of these characters I'm going to end up recruiting, and I don't want to
Captain
waste
Jones?
experience on them.
It is you. Goodness,
Alois.
it's been ages. Don't you recognize me? It's Alois. You're old, right? Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace.
Missing
I
without a
always
trace,
knew
20
You
years ago.
haven't
Wow.
changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you...
Garrig Mach Monastery.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's
Wow.
child?
He's a stranger to me, I'm a bandit, or that is correct. But wait, what? What? I don't want to say that I'm his child. I don't know if that's correct. I'm not a bandit. Okay.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind... I'd love for you to see the monastery too.
And this is how I end up being a teacher at this monastery, just because we happen to drop by.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't...
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros. They do seem rather
Saros
skilled.
and Sophis. Oh, now she's talking to me too.
Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I'm his child? Sometimes Fire Emblem
appreciate your
choices are
help
funny
out
like
there.
that. I wouldn't
Your
expect...
skill is beyond
I would
question.
expect some choices like that, eventually.
You're clearly an experienced mercenary, former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest
Oh,
knight.
so something bad is going to happen to him, or I'm not going to get him in my party. I have to act like I don't know what's going on. There's no option that's like, I know
You haven't
everything.
heard of the Knights of Seros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Fodlan?
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garrig Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the
Well,
worst
he
of it.
is the bow user.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything because of them. Every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a Latin ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
Oh. Wait a minute, so is this guy a prince in the middle?
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for
Is
deceit
she's a
behind
princess
every word
too? I
and
don't
fail to
understand.
trust those whom you rely on.
They are all lords, so maybe that's just
Oh,
what they're talking
joy.
about.
A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power.
Okay, he apparently is not.
Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually...
In any case, forgive our digression. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to
Huh, the
consider lending
Empire.
your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian
Address the
Empire's...
Empire.
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals
Fargus.
like yourself. Please.
I don't know
do
anything
consider-
about these
Whoa
places.
there! You two sure are hasty. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your
Interesting.
pick.
How can I pick
Well-
without knowing anything? It's probably because I have the audio capture and the audio because I'm not using a headset right now. Wow. Adrestrian Empire, land of ancient history. Holy Kingdom of Fergus, land of noble knights. Or Leicester Alliance, burgeoning League of Nobles. I don't know how this matches up to which house you get, and I definitely want the Eagles. So the land of nobles. Interesting. So I should probably turn this on, huh? There we go. Adrestrian Empire is the Black Eagles. Alright, so I need to choose the Adrestrians if I want that house for right now. Yeah, you can choose one of the three houses, which is the name of the game, and it will, I think it only determines what characters you can recruit. I don't know if it affects the story, but I'm going to play multiple times, so I will try a different house with my male
A
main
wise
character
choice.
playthrough.
Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
Ouch, you're going to say that while these dudes are right here?
All right, that's enough with the small talk.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the...
She is a refined young woman. Darkness lurking beneath, huh?
Yes, I thought the same. Hi, baby.
Always make a lot of saves in Fire Emblem.
Part 1. white clouds, great tree moon, 3 houses.
Sleepy darkness orders.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and
Boy, I
the
like
verdant
this
fields
cutscene
once again
style.
spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
It's pretty stylish.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial.
Mountains on the
3
east.
ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil,
I think that's probably not going to
these 3
remain the
mighty
case.
powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really
They are
is
really
Fodlan
turning
in a
up the heat
nutshell.
here.
The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
All of these people have such stony faces.
There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
I gotta say, at least like the cutscenes are very impressive considering previous Fire Emblem games. I do like the art style in Fire Emblem as well, just the character art designs. That's one part of the draws of the game for me. Didn't really need that boob shot, but okay.
Rhea's here.
He must know her, huh? Ah. This is the Pope that everyone's been talking about. She's like the leader of the church in this world.
Did the flow of time bring you here?
Interesting. She knows something.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this. You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you?
Archbishop.
The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
This is the same question, but
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large
he doesn't
religious
seem too happy about
organization is
that,
the
even though he
Archbishop,
used to be
Lady
the
Rhea.
leader of this Knights of Seros. So it must have
Thank you for
falling
your
out there.
patience, General. My name is Setek. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess
Her
that we
design
have
is
another
really
chance
good.
meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed
Everyone
you.
is making this assumption,
is
but I
your
don't think
child,
it's
is it
true.
not?
I think he found me somewhere.
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce
I
you to
think
the
this is
mother
a
of my
lie.
child, but I'm
There's
afraid
something
we
special
lost her
about
to
me. It
illness.
doesn't make sense if I'm just this kid.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Say nothing. I'll tell her. It's Blight.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I think... Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
Yeah, I feel like he definitely found her somewhere.
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will.
I like how
desire
he
a word
doesn't
with you
want to
soon.
join the Knights, but he also won't refuse, which is odd.
Please listen carefully to what they have.
You would think if he doesn't want to do it, he would just not do it, right?
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros.
You weren't forced. You said you would do it.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
She's like,
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
what?
You heard those brats
I
earlier
heard being
talking
good in a
about
fight
the
is
Officers
good teaching
Academy,
material.
right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended
The
you to
Space Pope
Lady
runs
Rhea.
the school?
So, you must
They
be
already
the
say
new
I'm the new professor.
My, how
Oh, they're talking
stern
about
and
him.
handsome
I like this
you
guy with the
are.
monocle. That's my jam right there. I want him in my party.
No. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady
Watch
Rhea.
out for Lady Rhea. Watch out for the Pope, huh?
I don't know what she's thinking, making you a professor like this. She may be
He doesn't
up to
trust the
something.
church. That much
Stay
is
on your
clear,
guard.
even though he used to work for them. So there's got to be a reason for that.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated.
Hanneman, I
As you
want this
well
guy.
know. I am Hanneman, a Crest scholar and professor at the
Grandia 2.
Officers
I have
Academy.
not. In fact, I haven't played any of the Grandia series. Although I'm pretty sure I've seen one speedrun. Or was that? No, that was Tales of Zestiria. I'm getting it confused.
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare,
Crests.
I insist
That's how
that you
you
pay me
get
a visit
jobs.
so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician,
Songstress.
a
Okay, so that
songstress,
explains her getup.
and available. It's nice to meet you. Of course. Before I came here, I believe
Songstresses are very powerful in this game. If you haven't played Fire Emblem,
Peerless.
they basically allow other units to act twice in the same turn. They're pretty weak themselves, though.
Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the academies. I expect
They're-
you haven't yet.
They're
been
putting me
briefed
in a
on the
big
nature
position
of
right
each,
away here.
have you?
Do you really not know? The Officers Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated. The Black Eagle House is for students from the
Okay.
Adrestian Empire.
Well, that's the one I-
Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
Wouldn't it be Empress? I don't know.
The Blue
Yeah,
Lion
there are
House is
there
for
are
students
mages.
from the Holy Kingdom of
There's
Fargus.
priests and also mounted version of priests that do like the white mage duties in this series.
Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for
See,
students of the
I'm pretty sure my
Lustre
second
Alliance.
playthrough I'm gonna play with them because that seems like the nation that is like more independent.
Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Reed.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke.
I'll say. I just hope
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a.
the old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you.
Tomorrow, huh?
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
Hey man, you're her assistant.
I have made my decision,
Back off,
Seti.
buddy.
I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That
Yeah.
stranger is
Well, I mean, it
Gerald's
is a
flesh and
combat
blood, after
academy,
all.
and my dad is like a legendary mercenary, but
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went
oh,
missing
so there
after the
was
Great Fire
some
21
sort of
years ago?
catastrophe.
I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an
Who's this
unnecessary
Flame?
risk.
And what's the past history there?
Seth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as
Consolidating
well.
the church's
I
power
shall
between the
continue
three
my
nations.
investigation.
This is important.
Rhea, for now I will have faith.
Whoa,
that-
whoa. Loading, loading, la 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 la. We watch the bar go up and then we watch it some more. Yeah, so there's usually, it's divided, each battle is another chapter, and it usually has some story after each fight, and then there's like preparation stuff. But I think in this game, the previous games had like a base that you built and kind of did all your stuff in. But in this one, you actually like do things in the monastery in between fights, like go talk to students or do like side quests while you're walking around and stuff. Like I said, I didn't look up much about the game, but it seems like there's a little bit more content in between battles in this one. Oh, there's a nerd. Let's get the nerd in my party. Another nerd. Archery nerd. Magic nerd. Who's this guy? I don't like that. He looks a little evil. And they're cramming here, it looks like, apparently. And it seems like the more senior students kind of help the more junior students, which makes sense at a military school. Huh. Huh. Interesting. There's a lot more cutscenes in this than previous Fire Emblem games. That's right. There's a lot of characters that just showed me, and I'm not going to be able to keep them all straight. Okay, yeah, so you can move around here. Okay, that's good. Whoa, you can move real fast. Whoa! Zooming. And of course, you gotta wear the coat off my shoulders like all really important people do, right?
I assume you are already aware that you will be to start. Please speak with the 3 house leaders. That is your first task here. Once you have finished.
Okay, so of course I...
May I ask a favor?
You can decline? No way. How could I say no to the Pope? Cool, okay. Oh, heck. There's that roster. Oh, dang. What? Are these people in my party or just my students? Casper. Look at him. I like that. Now, Bernadetta here looks a lot like one of the children units from previous Fire Emblem game. Dorothea, a little out of place. Petra, I like that design too, quite a bit. Age 15. We're throwing these kids into combat. Hubert? Don't know if I trust him. They're all noble class. No, she's commoner class. That was the archer. A lot of nobles in here, not a lot of commoners. There's the nerd. Raphael, bro. He's gonna take you down. Lorenz, okay. Suave. Ingrid looking good. I would guess probably a Pegasus Knight eventually. Annette. Mercedes. A lot of good character designs here, I gotta say. Ash, once again, looks like a previous character a little bit. No copies like they've had. The 15-year-old, let's go look again. Yeah, she does seem pretty mature, huh? Especially because there's some like 18 and 20-year-olds in here, right? No, 18. Yeah, there's a 20-year-old. So, I mean, he does... Look how much older he looks, though. Like, the difference is pretty obscene. Interesting. I don't know how old I am. I just know people think of me as a kid. Oh, there's another 15-year-old. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we'll just pop a save on here and go explore. So this is the normal walking speed. And... Oh, oops.
I imagine you... Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
They had a teacher run off and abandon the students? Gosh.
You saved the lives of the students you came across. Now you should make the rounds.
This guy doesn't like me. He's too polite to say that to me.
Ha! I imagine, frankly, can't...
You say... Now you...
Let's see. Alright, well, let's run. Woo! Let's go. Ooh. It's the Pope's lectern, whatever you would call it. Woo! Alright, so I guess I gotta go out to the first floor. That's all there is to it. Whoa. Minimap. Change view with the ZR button. Oh yeah. We're gonna be... Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't need that. I don't need to play that. Bird, what are you doing? Alright, so...
Yes.
They're talking about boys. That's what's going on there.
Hey there. Okay.
They're talking about their fellow students. Good gossip.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I?
Edelgard von
My name is
Hraesvelg.
Edelgard von Hraesvelg.
Nice.
I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian
I like how she says heir apparent.
I wonder if you'll be tasked. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know
Yes,
more
tell
about
me
it?
about them. They're about to be my house because I've already decided that's what I'm picking. Tell me about you.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant
She's honest
even.
about herself.
But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have some...
Imperial lineage. Oh, lineage. Multiplies experience earned by 1.2. Weak with magic and bows. That's okay, because I hate playing with bows anyways. Okay.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child.
Wait, what? Hold up. What the heck? She's 16 or 17, I forget, and he's 20. So he's been like her personal like valet since he was a kid, and he went to the military academy with her. That's kind of messed up if you think about it. I mean, I know she's like a future emperor, but like she had a servant that was a child with her. He should be older or should not be a student. This makes very little
You
sense.
may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get
Bowman
past that, you'll
spells.
see he's
Probably
quite
a good
astute and
spellcaster.
reasonable.
Grants movement +5 with gambits. Okay. He has move 4.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating.
It's probably a bad move to make the future emperor of your country a rival, right? Okay. No weaknesses.
His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Interesting.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of...
Recovers 10% of HP
napping.
when waiting. Interesting.
If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of.
And this is crazy because when she's a student, she could be scoping out the future leaders of her nation too. It's kind of like double duty.
He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future,
I
which
like
is
this guy.
perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself.
His stats are pretty poor though.
He's
right
overly
now.
energetic and rushes headfirst into any... She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul.
Pretty bad stats on her as well.
I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care. Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is
Well,
an
wait a
exception.
minute though. What do you mean few commoners have joined the house? Everybody from your nation who comes to the school joins this house. So is that trying to say that not many commoners make it to the school, basically? Oh yeah, welcome to Japanese character
She's a
design.
songstress.
Unless
for a famous
unless their
opera
boobs are
company in
hanging
the
out, it's hard to
Empire.
tell.
I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the office.
Let's see, Petra, the 15-year-old.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king.
Oh, so she's not from the Empire, huh?
Bridget is a vassal state of the
okay.
Empire, which is how she
A
came
vassal
to be
state,
enrolled
good.
here.
It's
She's
one of those
incredibly
empires.
smart and studious.
Pretty good stats. High crit when enemy is critical. Alright, that's all of them right now.
So you've accepted it. I am the
It still had the
queen.
thing
I
over
hope
her
you've had a
head,
chance
so
to meet
I didn't
everyone.
know. I didn't know if I still had to talk to her or not.
Yes.
Hi guys. I'm not a new student. I'm a new teacher. Thanks.
Yes.
What do you think?
Golden Deer homeroom. Okay. There's that short-haired fella. Wow, a lot of the Golden Deer designs are pretty good, though. I'm gonna try. I don't know if you can cross over and get some of the people from the other houses.
Well, scored a teaching gig. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet?
Let's check
Care
it
to-
out.
If
Yeah,
you're
the
interested,
house
I-
leaders definitely have better
As luck
stats
would
than the
have it,
others.
I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies'
Interesting.
man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though
This dude, look at this
he
beast.
comes from
His
a
shirt
merchant
doesn't
family,
even
but
stay
his
on.
parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough
He's
life.
had a rough life. What? When he made it to the military
Despite all
academy.
that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training.
That guy is. Whew, he's a beast.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to
Oh.
become a knight.
I wouldn't have guessed him as a knight. I definitely would have thought he would be a mage character. Interesting. Grants hit plus 20 at all times. That's nice. Oof. Really good stats. It's interesting.
If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to
Yeah,
please his
he
parents.
has strength at archery, but it's very interesting. He's wearing sock garters, by the way. Look at his
He's the
look at his
second,
shins.
if you ask.
I gotta assume those are sock garters. I don't know what else they would be.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here.
Yeah. Double skill experience during your battle, so we'll be leveling up those weapon skills pretty fast.
But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child.
This guy likes to live on the dangerous side.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her.
Interesting. Her stats are super high. You see the stat total there is 54 for her. That's the same as the house leaders. That's pretty intense. Although the strength stat is really bad, so the magic is where it's going to be for her.
She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be...
I'm taking my time.
Is
I'm
the
learning
only
a lot.
daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never...
Well, you're a noble too, so I mean, you shouldn't talk, right?
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think
53
she said that her
on
father
her.
is a hunter.
Oof. Deals 2 extra damage if a male ally is adjacent. Nice.
She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too.
Interesting house. Okay, got him.
Yeah.
Slav Dimitri.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to I am Dimitri
His
Alexandra
voice sounds
Blathy,
familiar too.
Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. Delightful news. I still have... In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your
Blue
attention?
Lions. You caught my attention, buddy.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the
12
spot, don't you
freaking
think?
strength. That's huge. Huge.
I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I
Has it been a
understand if
pleasant
that can't
one?
be helped.
But he didn't tell me what it is. How can it
Hello?
color my view if he doesn't tell me any of the details?
Dudu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the
Okay,
past
so this
4
is
years.
his attendance. 12 strength as well. Wow. Once again, how old did it say this guy was?
He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind.
He's only been working him for 4 years, though, so that makes more sense than the other one.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. He's the adoptive son of Lord
Wow.
Lonato of Castle Gaspar, but I
Pretty
hear he
all
was born
around
a
here.
commoner. He has an
He's adopted,
extremely
huh?
earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lecture.
Open doors and chests without keys. Nice. Yeah, this is
Sylvain
the
heir to
night
House
house.
Gautier.
Yeah.
He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser,
Ouch,
so
awkward.
to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help. I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist
Huh,
of fate brought
interesting.
her to the kingdom.
From the rival nation, huh? Double healing. Heals herself when she heals others. Hmm,
She may seem carefree on the surface.
interesting.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery.
So they've already had
She's
combat training
cheerful
before
and
they came
hardworking,
here.
brilliant, really. Though Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of
Okay,
Felix
so
Sylvain and
that's the
myself.
squad here. These three. 55 stats. Another all-rounder, low defense. Gets 3 might and plus 5 hit though with Gambus.
She is diligent, industrious, and principled.
Interesting.
I appreciate your effort.
Oh, it auto-completes. Nice. Okay, so I go back to her. I'm gonna look around first.
Hello.
Pretty interesting outfit for a nun? Priest? I mean, the hat matches. Honestly, this design, I hate it. I'm sorry to say, the fishnets? Why? She's got knee armor. That kind of makes sense, but the rest is kind of just ish. And then we got knights. We got students walking around. We got more knights. You can't go past here. And a barking dog. Who's this?
What do you want?
Jaritza. Nobody told me about this
I
guy.
am Yuritsa. I teach here.
Oh,
Weapon
man of
instruction.
few words, huh?
These are the training grounds.
He has a scar on his face, too. I thought they were glasses. Whoa, whoa. I thought they were glasses at first, but it's actually a scar.
Yes.
There's a second floor, okay. Yeah, it's a medieval setting. Why does she have
Hi.
fishnet stockings? Oh, is this the way? Okay.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have...
I suppose it is time for you to take charge. I must note that I am personally against
Wow, at least
entrusting
he's
someone
honest
as
here.
lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions,
Who do you mean?
and the Golden Deer. All so different.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela
Oh,
and
my
I
stream is
will
awful.
take charge of the remaining
I've got
two
like
houses.
22% drop frames right now. It's just a problem. Sometimes my internet is just bad because we don't, in our area, we don't have wired internet. Like my internet is literally beamed into an antenna in my attic. There's no cable to the house. Okay. See, the thing is, I like the characters in the Golden Gears, but I already told myself I'm gonna do the Black Eagles first, so... Here
So
we go.
you have chosen the Black... Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to
I
lead
do.
them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I
Flame.
did not mean to interrupt.
Interesting. This is who he was talking about when he was getting mad that she was letting this knight come back that she used to know? What's the problem here?
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's
Are they
nothing.
together? I don't know what's
More
going on.
importantly,
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister,
Okay.
Flame.
So
I am
his
so
sister.
happy to make your acquaintance.
He's just protective of her, I guess.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Okay.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Bye.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and
Yeah.
please don't talk to me too much
Facial
either.
expression design is very much like one of the child units from Awakening.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us.
That's probably a bad idea. You know,
In our class,
student.
we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status.
Yeah, but I'm the teacher.
Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
There's no choices. You just have to say, okay. I guess that's cool.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor
Oh, she's
has
foreign. This is where they
guts.
make the she doesn't
That's a bit
understand
different
the
from
common
having a
tongue
gut.
joke.
You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered
She
this
sounds like
language.
she's mastered it fine.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others.
Yeah, you're just an upcoming emperor. I'm sure treating you fine.
I may be the Imperial Princess. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom
This
I
is
have used
so
in my studies?
you feel this so much because like idioms like that are something that's really hard to grasp in a foreign language. They don't make any sense.
Not real ice, just the ice of...
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea.
I know we
He
all
just went
agree
and
to
took a
treat
nap
each
right
other as
here.
equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this
He
racket.
looks very sinister.
I don't envy you.
I don't know.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
Yeah, I don't. It's giving me the train types thing again. Why? Oh, I'm on a loading screen, I see. Yeah, I don't know. This is completely different from other Fire Emblem games that I've played. So far, it's like a lot of stuff, new features, and a lot more like conversation between the units. Oh my goodness, there's a calendar. I got some money to fund my activities and some days passed.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power
guy
of
only
the
cares
crest
about one
resides
thing,
within
crests.
you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
Crests and I don't know if they work differently in this game, but in previous Fire Emblem, it's how you change classes or rank up. Because all the basic classes have a higher tier class above them that you can rank up into once you reach a certain level and have the right item.
You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before they are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down.
Is this how she
through
finds out
bloodlines.
that her dad isn't her dad?
Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect
that would be no
as
good.
much, yes. But we won't know for sure, as I said. However, just because someone carries a crest, only a scarce few descendants.
That would mean, okay,
Perhaps
so
one of your ancestors bore a crest.
here's another thing
and
that's
you
not
just
making
happen
sense,
to
right?
inherit it.
Because if your bloodline carries a crest, but not all of your descendants get the crest, that would mean eventually there would be no more crests, because just that's probability, right?
That is how a crest... Yes, of course. I'll get to... Now then, please go ahead. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected?
He's getting into this.
There are still crests... Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. What could this line here be indicating? What in the world? Oh!
He's like nerding out over here over my blood. Yikes. Oh no, it's the 27th already. What?
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule so that you...
Son of a gun. I gotta plan ahead. Okay, so that was the first mission, first one I did. This is what they were talking about. So, let's go. I've already been working for 3 days. There's no seminar. Okay. Well, let's explore. The Fire Emblem theme and the bell. That's stylish. Oh, there's stuff you can do. I don't get to accept these quests. Okay. My room is very sparse.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second... As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid...
improper conduct. Basically, don't get busy with your students, is what he just said.
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal. I have a request.
Grow plants in the greenhouse. So where's the greenhouse? Let's go. This dude's cooking and hungry.
I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon.
Okay. Got him worked up.
Oh, I really need to eat. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I
This
need
dude
to
is
keep eating when we
absolutely
get stronger.
a unit. He's got a strength belt on too. Sharing a meal has not been unlocked yet. What does that mean? I guess maybe I have to talk to someone else first.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. My brother would not be pleased. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for me. Might you help me with a
He's
favor?
the assistant of the Pope who runs the place, so... Oh, Lord. Catching a fish. Accept all the quests.
Professor, I hope you know I am having great abilities for reading and writing. With sadness, if my ways of Professor, if my ways...
Why is there blood on the floor here? Oh, it's a shadow. I was like, wait, what? Alright. Let's go. This place is big. And this is like a style of gameplay that's not in any other Fire Emblem game, really. Okay, let's go to a new area. Yes. Okay. Interesting. So it's kind of like miniature combat with the fish. Yeah, it's been a really long time since I had a battle, right? I haven't really had any real battles. I had the tutorial battle, and that was it. There's like a lot of input here. So I did get her thing.
I could just forget all about my assignment. Yeah.
My professor level is E. What am I gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna go turn this quest before I forget. That's what I'm gonna do. There's the dormitory, so now I can fast travel there with the bulletin boards. Let's turn this quest in first. Don't let me forget. I got you a fish.
You have helped me so much.
I don't know where the greenhouse is. That's kind of where I wanted to go next, but alas, I do not know Sylvain. Do I need Sylvain?
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes.
Dude,
Lady
this dude's
Rhea's
trying to
quite
hit on the
great, too.
Pope? What?
And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or
He is
twice.
very open about this.
You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy.
Dang.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
We'll go have lunch with him, even though it's very inappropriate for students to dine with. Interesting. I think I have to share a meal with him, right? I can only share a meal with ladies right now. I'm very confused. here. Let's look at the quests. Oh, I don't have to eat with him, I just have to eat with somebody. I like these two. So let's go.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Study.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You...
There we go. Okay. My professor leveled up. What does that do for me? You now have more activity points for exploration. You'll receive more monthly funds too.
I knew I could count on you.
Oh, that's the end though. I ran out of time today? Is that how this works? Yeah, I'm out of time today. You saw that counter at the top of the screen counted down, and then the bell rang.
Maybe.
But there's still a main quest to do, so... I don't know.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if
Wait.
I have to.
That's my dad you're talking about.
It may have been only for a short time.
Is she in her room?
I don't like to come out. Hope you're okay with that.
She's a shut-in. She came to lunch with me, though.
What the? Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be... I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit concerned about...
Oh, Professor. Me, I'm still not...
Heck, there's a lot of places to explore in here.
As it were.
I need to find the greenhouse.
Okay.
So,
I don't want to talk to her yet.
Professor.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor after that teacher ran away during our outdoor
They
training.
keep not mentioning the
Yuritsa
teacher's
was a
name who
natural
ran away,
replacement.
which makes me think I'm gonna fight them
I was
later.
surprised when you were suddenly appointed. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though. You really think so? With enough training?
Well, he liked it when I threatened him.
I care nothing. If you have no business here, leave.
Oh, it's a mask. He's wearing a mask.
Hi.
They got lady knights here. So, Fleet Mail for Women does exist. It's just our main character here seems to not use it.
Listen to this.
Where's the greenhouse? Let's... Wow, there's a big lot in this monastery. Oof.
Professor.
Okay.
I don't want to go to the second floor.
Professor?
You there?
Can't go there yet.
Hi, Professor. It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with it in a manner, yes. But it...
Can't get there yet. Okay, don't want to go to the second floor. I want to find the greenhouse.
Ah.
Hello.
I thought that.
Hi, Professor.
If you're not busy, if I'm cooped up in this dusty old monastery...
Professor.
Hey, listen.
Greetings.
Unbelievable.
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince. If you're a teacher here, you better watch
If
your
anything were to
step.
happen to those kids,
Suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Saros.
probably can't go this way either. Where's the greenhouse, yo? Here we go.
Anyway.
Side questing already. 1 week after you plant your seeds. So this is long term. Long term, baby. Infused with magic. That's free.
My thanks.
Okay. So let's plant some more. We should plant the maximum right now, right? Oh, I can't because I've already...
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too?
I
The
like
green
this guy.
there are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home. And herbs I never even knew it. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me
I
every.
like
You
how he
should try
says
looking around the
adoptive father.
greenhouse
No one
sometime if the
says
mood
that in
strikes
the
you.
conversation.
Maybe something will catch your eye.
They just needed to remind you of it. Oh, what's this? There's something in here. That's all the quests. So, I think it's time to talk to my house leader and get this show on the road.
As it were.
Where was she? There she is.
Professor, some believe the dignity of the Empire. Still, you should take the time to learn each student's abilities. You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. You should take your time when speaking with everyone, but when it comes to using the facilities, well, if you use them without planning ahead, your free time will be gone before you know it.
Okay, so you have to press L.
Have you noticed the bulletin boards? Those contain requests. If you prove yourself by help, the bulletin board is updated frequently. A great deal is expected from it. To put it plainly, you'll need to keep
Okay.
The monastery has some exceptional facilities. For example, you can enjoy a meal with your students. I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever...
Okay. I guess I may go to the library before I end the
Dimitri
day.
and Claude are the leaders of the... When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
Listen to this.
Let's go find the library. I'm betting it's on the second floor.
Professor!
Hey there.
Maybe I can't go there yet.
Of course. Do bear in mind that even as you, I hope that you will do your best. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your
I
prowess.
don't know if I trust her or not. My dad does not trust her. But also, I don't trust my dad either, because I'm pretty sure he's lying to me. Let's see, there's nothing in here. There you go. There's Dad.
The church has changed a lot. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
Well, yeah. 20 years is a long time.
Captain Gerald has hardly changed. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right, the leader of a legendary group of knights.
Something happened back then that was shady.
A mock battle? This early? Well, no need to worry. If you get hurt...
Oh, she has a... Wonder how they made that.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the My research is proceeding slower than I would. I was wondering if I might get a sample
Flesh.
of your
A
flesh.
couple square
couple
inches?
Square inches would do.
A couple
No.
square inches is a
Perhaps
lot
some
of
blood.
flesh.
A couple of drops on the device are all I need. Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops.
I'm sure it's important, and also going to be how my dad
thank you,
tells
Professor.
me that I'm not really his.
I think.
This lady has a crest. So it's not just special people that have them. There's a lot of people that have them. None of this is open. Nope. No. The next thing will be the mock battle, so... Nope, that is open. Okay, this is the classroom. Who's this?
What the? Professor,
Thomas.
I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Ceros. The library contains countless documents about the...
There we go. Check the bookshelves to read all sorts of material. Like that.
Say now, Tomas has served as the monastery. Actually, he was away from Garrigmach for a spell, but he returned. There is no one as familiar with the monastery
You see that?
as he is.
He left the monastery for a while and only returned last year. The librarian's got something going on. You sell men's souls and make them your slaves. The first mock war. Gagden. Okay, so wait a minute. It seems like the Empire probably ruled this entire continent at one point. The Brigid, okay, that's where that younger student comes from. Dagda did not get invaded. Okay, and this is how... I don't know what year it is now, but you know, up 300 years before that first scene in the game is where the Fergus went away, demanded, got independence. And then the other kingdom rebelled. They couldn't stop them. But now they're all kind of, not in harmony, but neutral. Oh, but the Holy Kingdom invaded them to try to make it part of them, and they basically rebelled again. So the Leicester Alliance is basically just 1/3 of what used to be the Fergus. Yeah, you know, kingdoms are usually good and empires are bad in fantasy games, but it seems like there's a lot to go around. The Almiran invasion. The great eastern nation of Almira crossed through Fodlan's throat and invaded Alliance territory. That's, I'm guessing, the mountain range on the east. The Empire dispatched troops in order to help conquer this threat, and the attackers were just barely driven off. So they became a little more friendly with each other due to outside threats, basically. The construction of Fodlan's Locket. To stand against future Almiran invasions, the Alliance, the Kingdom, and the Empire joined their efforts and resources to construct the indomitable fort known as Fodlan's Locket. So, maybe war's not going to break out among them three, and instead we're going to fight a war against an enemy nation who's invading. Interesting. Under the tyranny of ruthless disorder, the people endured a long period of suffering. The vile Nemesis, who proclaimed himself the king of liberation, delighted in war and bloodshed. Rather than rebelling against his persecution, the people of Fodlan fell to his depths in a mad scramble to attain power through murder and theft. This is the scene that we saw at the beginning of the game, so it was a flashback. 41 years before the founding of the Adrestrian Empire, Saint Syros appeared in the land of Enbar, and through the many unfathomable miracles she performed, spread light across the land. In doing so, she joined the shattered hearts of the purest people of Fodlan, who went on to form the Holy Church of Syros. So, is that who we saw in the flashback who beat Nemesis and stabbed him to death? In the first year of our calendar, the glorious Adrestrian Empire was founded. Its name was gifted by an oracle, and its future blessed by the goddess. Its capital, Enbart, was chosen to govern the southern reaches of Fodlan, where the divine Saint Syros also lent her power. The War of Heroes. Wilhelm Paul Gresvelg, the inaugural Adrestrian Empire, raised an army in pursuit of the unification of Fodlan. With his might, he hunted and destroyed any house's territory that dared to seek more power. An intense battle erupted on Gronder Field, where the houses that were allied with Nemesis and the imperial forces of the Adrestrian Empire clashed. There, the imperial forces emerged victorious. The houses that were allied with Nemesis once again faced off against the imperial forces, this time at Taltaean Plains. There, the evil Nemesis finally fell, and the Empire secured a momentous victory. Yeah, so basically they were fighting who I assume is like the ultimate evil, because it showed this battle in the opening cutscene. It showed Nemesis dying. Although I didn't know it was his literal name. The successor to Great Emperor Wilhelm I, Lycaon I, succumbed to sudden illness. The empire which ruled over the majority of Fodlan took this opportunity to put an end to the seemingly endless fighting. Okay. There's a lot of info here. Whoa, whoa. A record consisting largely of the world outside of Fodlan. The author's identity is unknown, but they have clearly experienced these places firsthand. Brigitte, this is the place where that young student is from who can't speak, doesn't know the language yet. It is a land of plenty that is often heralded as the perfect union of the gentle sea and nature's bounty. Both Fodlan and Dagda have long vied to claim this territory as their own, but right now Fodlan owns it. Well, at least the Empire owns it. String. Okay. Daskar. Oh, so the people who live there were basically destroyed. So this monastery is up in the mountains, basically in the middle of all the territory. And the church kind of rules over it, maybe? Okay, to the east, they're the ones that invaded and caused the three groups to kind of ally together. Horsemanship, okay. Albanea. Okay, nothing really there. Morphus. Metropolis of Magic to the southeast of Fodlan. In the distant past, it was called the City of Illusion. Thanks to an intricate web of trading routes, resources, rumors of its profound and mysterious magic continue to spread. I really like that place. Dagda, they are the ones who have been kind of invading as well. Oh wow. Heck. There's a lot here. No, I just like the title, City of Illusion. it's kind of weird the way Fire Emblem works, because some of the games take place in the same world at just different time periods, like far removed time periods, whereas other Fire Emblem games have no connection to each other. Yeah, so I don't know if this is connected to any other Fire Emblem, because sometimes they call the continents differently, or the history is a little different, you know, in the same way that when you play Legend of Zelda, you don't know what's really actually part of their history and what is like just a story that got changed around. So sometimes you're not sure in Fire Emblem if it's not. Like, for instance, in Awakening, which was the first of the modern Fire Emblem games, there's a story about the Fire Emblem and its connection to like a dragon god, but that's the same story from other Fire Emblem games. It's just on a different continent in the same world. So, ooh. The goddess is all things. She is heaven above and the land below. She is eternity incarnate. She is the present, the past, and the future. Her eyes see all. Her ears hear all. Her hands receive all. She who is graced with the holy word of the divine goddess, who bore witness to her magnificence, is the one called Ceros. She is the messenger of the heavens, the bridge between the lands above and below, and her blessing showering tidings of peace to all. With the goddess's omnipotence and wisdom to guide her, Ceros ensures that her will be done. As the goddess's sword, Ceros wards away evil. As the goddess's child, Ceros makes emperors of mortals. As the goddess's wings, Ceros elevates her people. As the goddess's voice, Ceros spreads the word of love. That sublime sword is entrusted to you. Those emperors are crowned before you. Those wings clear your path. That voice whispers words of trust. May the blessings of the goddess follow you always. So this is a hardcore religion here. Woo. The darkness descended from the north, huh? Sacred blood, that's where we get the crests. They came to be known as heroes. Unnaturally long lives. Hundreds of years. Heroes' relics. Okay. And then the goddess left.
What the?
The 5 eternal commandments. Dare not doubt or deny the power or existence of the goddess. Dare not speak the goddess's name in vain. Well, her name isn't listed in any of the books, so. Dare not disrespect your father, mother, or any who serve the goddess. Dare not abuse the power gifted to you by the goddess. Dare not kill, harm, lie, or steal, unless such acts are committed by the will of the goddess. Ooh, interesting caveat there. Also, that's like many commandments in one, so.
What?
Hooded man. Students are forbidden to remove or peruse this documentation. Oh, 1179. So we're at least at 1179. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if our house leader here has the crest of Ceros. The Insurrection of the Seven in 1171, so that's recent. House Ager led the Insurrection of the Seven, and in many ways holds the true governing power of the empire. So that should cause some stress between our two students who are from those two houses, because basically the emperor's power was limited by this other house. Managing the darker tasks of the Empire, House Vestra. So the student that's from House Vestra, I'm gonna have to pay attention to them. Estrangement of the church from the empire in recent years. So. There's some like very large politicking going on here. Oh, there's more. Huh, so this was a major rebellion in the Emperor. Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, the church is usually not great. Games like this. I'm not gonna remember which houses were the ones with the insurrection. Its current head of house is an adoptee. Oh, and that's important. That's actually an important factor because you can pass special powers through your bloodline. So the fact that he's adopted is actually going to be important. Highly ambitious, it sought out and acquired several crests for its bloodline. So what does that mean? You pass them through your blood. So like, are we talking forced marriages and like forced breeding? That's kind of dark. In 1176, many members, including the head of the house, died under unexplained circumstances. The deed was attributed to the heir, Emil. As his whereabouts are unknown, leadership to the house fell to a distant relative. So that's gonna pop up for sure. That's gonna be one of these students. Yeah, it's very ominous. (881) was when they were founded, so about 300 years ago. Duke Reagan's heir Godfrey died in an accident while on duty, which makes, wait, what? While he did leave behind a surviving daughter, she's presently unaccounted for. But the head of the Golden Stag House is Duke Reagan's grandson, so interesting. I wonder, is this like an offshoot? Like, did Godfrey have a brother or sister? There's only 5 families who have voting rights. Oh, so it's kind of expected for noble houses to have crests, huh? Seems a little bit eugenicist. Interesting. So the king is dead, which means the guy we know here is technically the king already. He just hasn't assumed the throne yet. That's why he said his past is dark. Also meaning that we're around the year 1170, late 1170s, 1180. The 10 elites. So some of those, 5 of those broke off. Or 4 of those broke off, and then they added another one. Yeah, it seems like that this is where the families that formed the Holy Kingdom came from, and then some of them split off and made the Leicester Alliance. And these are one that defected back to the Holy Kingdom. Yeah, sorry this isn't super interesting, but I needed to read those before I forgot. And maybe there will be different books later, so I didn't want to run them out.
Hey there. Professor, the library.
So I think that's it for me here. Yeah, I'm going to go back to my room. Oh. Oh. How do I get out of this view? This view is weird. Ah, there we go. So that's right, I can go to the menu. Let's save. And then we just... How do I rest? Okay. Here we go. Mock battle time. I think I will play this battle and then end for the night. Buy flowers. Do I want to buy flowers for Ferdinand for 200 gold? Yes.
Much appreciated.
He loved them. Mock battle. Deploy. Let's go. Interesting. All right. So. Oh, it asked me if I want to save again? Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's finally time for the mock bat. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor.
Cool.
So confident. This will
I
be
like her eye
interesting.
color.
Each of us has undergone strict training. That means there's no need to hold back.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy?
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time
Oh,
to
she's
cover them
sassy
all?
too.
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes,
Yeah, I like her
should think you
too.
would understand.
It's just lucky that she happens to line up with the house that I wanted to do first.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hearing the words fair and square from Clark.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long.
No need to poke fun. I will.
Yes, and the same is true.
Nice.
If that is how you feel, then I.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the...
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquire
The faculty
how
strategy
time
meeting.
flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Yeah, it's the same colors. They're kind of the same thing. Like,
Professor?
one is tricky,
careful
one is
out
just
there.
bold, one uses like their intellect. All right, so the second fight of the game, I've been playing for like 2 hours or something. Finally get it. I did mess around in the monastery probably more than I had to. Oh, because my students had magic. Your magic gets replenished at the end of battle. That's nice. It used to be that your spellbooks would break. Study reason to learn black or dark magic. Develop faith to learn white magic. Okay. Yeah, this is where I have to figure out, okay, so do I want to bring everybody? These students have to come. But how far do I want to spread my EXP out? That's the question. That's always the question with this game. So I like her, so she... Oh, can I only bring? I can only... Okay. I don't like him. These two have to come. She's very versatile. She's got an axe. Oh, I like Bernadette, so Bernadette's gonna come with that bow. Petra's gonna come because I like her. Dorothea. That's bow, sword, axe. I need a lancer. Anybody who uses a lance? Yes. He's coming. That's my 5. I like Casper though. Well, you can't bring them all, right? I can only bring these 5, so let's go. That's the other teacher. So, oh, they're leading the other houses. Okay. Wow. Alright, so they are ready to take me on. Okay. Who's here in the middle? Heck. Alright. So it's gonna be... What are the win conditions? Rout the enemy. Oh, wow. So that's beat everybody. Okay. Can I choose where they go? I can only choose where certain characters go. Alright, well. Let's go. Let's do it. Do I have any support? Support is where like you raise when characters do actions with each other a lot, they can have support conversations, which basically makes their friendship stronger and gives them better stats when they're fighting near each other. But looks like I don't have any. I can't do any yet. S rank means romantic. So Byleth can get with some of these characters. I can't get with Bernadetta? Come on. You can get with Edelgard though. So clearly I want to romance my house leader, right? No Petra either. I guess that makes sense though. It's weird you can romance your students, but okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, in previous Fire Emblems you even had team-up attacks that you could do when you were like together in battle. So well, it's telling you everybody that you can recruit here, so right now I know everybody that you could recruit in this game. That's kind of handy. Okay. There's like little check marks above some of these. Does that mean there's like something special there? She can't get an A with Petra. That's interesting. Why can you not get an A with one of the people? Yeah, he can't get an A with Lorenz. Interesting. There's people who are incompatible with each other. Okay. How do I like... I just want to go now. Oh, she has Thunder. And Heal. Heal and Nosferatu. Or maybe I should bring Linhardt then. I didn't realize he had magic. Any of these people have magic? None of these people have magic. Well, I need to bring at least one mage, so... I guess I'm gonna be forced to bring Linhardt, which means I'm gonna have to dump... Sorry. I wanted her, but... Okay, so how do I go? No. Okay.
The mock battle is finally...
Alright.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that... Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Alright. So we're gonna have to take this very carefully. I think I'm gonna move...
I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
And I'll put my main unit as the rear guard, and they can bust themselves on her.
I will get the victory.
Stay focused.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? Are you making light of our new... Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy.
Got it, Your Highness.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you? Mercedes? I'm on it.
Interesting.
Oh my.
Well, also, are the two sides going to fight each other? Because that would be pretty primo. There's too many archers. Who's my healer? There's my healer. So Linhardt's going to have to stay. Let's keep you nice and safe. Alright. You've messed up. Oh, you can change your weapon on the fly. That's pretty good. He's weak to swords. To axes. Cool. Nice. Let's go. Nice. Dodged it. they are gonna attack my boy here, so. Okay. And then he can come and heal now after this combat match. Okay. Alright, let's just takes it. Crits! Oh, crits are so juicy in Fire Emblem. It's awesome when you get a crit. Okay. Alright, now we can do one of these and get that team up. Oh, snap. Tempest Lance. Oof. Let's go! I'll get the backup attack. She's there. Okay. I think you get a bonus or something. There we go. Taking you out. Downtown! Get out of here.
I've lost?
Oh. Now you know your limits.
She swings that axe like it doesn't weigh a thing. Take him out.
Caution is needed.
Boom. Slice and dice.
So strong.
My
heart is full of victory.
Damn.
I've lost.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
There we go. Let's get that. Ooh.
Another step forward.
Speed. Speed's so important. Once you outspeed an enemy by enough, you'll get double hits on them. So it's pretty ridiculous. Alright, now we're gonna heal. Yeah, she needs
Appreciated.
Nice. Alright, let them come to me. Come on.
Well done, Teach. I mean...
Oh, they stay behind a barrier over there. I see. They're gonna make me come to them. He hasn't really got to do anything yet. The other teachers seem content to be very inactive, which is good because they're probably good units. Can I heal up still? Healing gives you EXP as well, so I kind of want to... I'll spend my heals.
I thank you.
He can heal 6 times, I think. Alright, let's go.
Are you really gonna fight 2 houses at once?
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
Why do you think I'm going for them? Okay. Alright. Aha, they left their spikes. They're coming after me. Oh crap. Okay. Well, first let's get Elgard up front. Good. Split up the attackers. Oof. Yeah, she's weak enough that they all want to attack her if she gets up there. Elgard's good though, so at least some of them should attack. Okay. Let's go for it. Oof. That's not a good matchup for me. Crap. Well, let's go.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse.
This is bad. I might lose here. This guy is real good. I forget how the weapon triangle works, like what axes are weak to. Move it over here. Okay. So this is where I surround and destroy.
Be mindful.
Is it a good matchup? Not a good matchup. Get him! Yeah, I need to heal her pretty bad.
Apologies.
As expected.
I need to heal her left. Correct. We got this archer kind of cornered. Hoping to kill her, but we may have to. Dimitri is going to be tough. Let's take out the archer first.
Flame spirit, protect me.
Nice! Level up.
Disappointing, but I will not misplace my heart.
Bad level up. They're random in this game. Yeah. Now I need to heal. Yeah, she needs to grab it. That's not going to get her super high either.
Thank you.
She needs to be higher. Should I slow somebody down? No. I don't want to lose her
Think
either.
this
She's
through.
a good unit. Is he not gonna attack? Ooh. I'm gonna try it.
Dimitri, it's time.
Very well. I accept you.
I would expect.
Now the problem is she's not gonna get attacked next round, even though he should.
That won't do it all.
That's a bad level up. I don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, see, now he chose to get her, and I didn't. It didn't say he was gonna do that. So the forecast lied, and I'm not gonna have her to do the rest, which sucks because she's a really good unit.
Stay focused.
Well, we can get rid of him. Yeah, then we're gonna have to heal her. Let's see if we can kill him with somebody who's higher health. Nope. Oh, yes, we can. Okay. 82% hit? Okay. Boom.
This can't be right.
My level ups are just sucking.
My training was insufficient.
4 more enemy units to get here. Get her back to full. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Get in the tree. Yeah, let's draw him out. Let's draw him out. That hurts. Alright, here comes their teacher who's a healer. Oh. She heals herself while attacking. That's tricky. Alright. We gotta annihilate. Let's take care of him. Sweep to axes.
Coming up with brilliant schemes I can handle, no problem.
You know that was a joke.
Wait a minute. Oof, level 4 already.
Another step
Decent.
forward.
Strength and speed. Nice, like that. Yeah, critical. The cut-ins on the criticals are great.
I hate losing.
She actually has more HP if he uses Tempest Lance. That's pretty hilarious. Okay. Put the follow-up attack. Who has the least HP right now for me? Petra. If I move my healer forward, is he gonna get ganked? Apparently not. Okay. I'm glad I brought the healer down there because I'd be almost gone if it wasn't for him. Ah, throwing axes at me, what? Throwing axes. Alright, here comes the teach. Oof. But now you put yourself in a bad situation, teach. There's the enemy markers. Oh, you put yourself in my sights. Look at that. Double up. Wow. Nope. One shot the teacher.
Well done. You didn't give it your all.
You didn't give it your all, okay? Dang.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must...
Hanuman. Oh, you're done, Hilda. You're done.
I can fight through anything.
Oof. Let's not do that. That's yikes for either one of them. Alright, well. Get her. I will remove you. Bam! Crit. Petra's a crit legend here.
Is that really necessary? Witness.
If she could have crit the first hit, she would have taken that damage. That's a really bad level up. Wow.
I'm
I'm just
impressed.
getting really bad stat growth this whole battle. I almost want to reset just based on that. Oh, I'm about to heal. Am I? Yeah, I used them all. Okay, so time to start using this guy offensively then, since he's done his work. Still kind of hurts. The other professor's just gonna sit there right there.
Caution is needed.
It's a danger zone with him. Ooh, he's got spells. Okay. He's not gonna move. I feel like it's weird. Nope. Apparently he's not moving. Let's go. Let's see how good my mage can do. Can I attack from 2 spaces away, or what? Let's go. Oh, I need some info about Nosferatu. Does it not have 2 range? If I move here, can I attack him? Yes. Ooh, wow! This boy hurts. Ooh, he's blasting me. Poor Linhard over here hasn't gained a level yet in this fight. Oh my goodness. And keep in mind there's a setting in this game where if your characters die, they die forever. So I guess they wouldn't in these battles because you're, you know, training, but still, it's kind of like, oof. Do I use them up here? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, bye, Ferdinand.
So shameful.
You did your duty. But the XP gained, that's what stinks when they die. Hard, bro. Get him. Don't worry, Teach is coming.
I'd like to take it easy.
Oof. That's gonna put him dead next turn.
This doesn't hold
Crit?
interest.
Nice! Almost made it. The crit gave him more health, though. Here we go. Oh, he healed 8 just because he's standing there. Yeah, he's got it now.
Perhaps it's...
Alright, but don't worry, Teacher's here. I'm gonna see if I can get some experience on this other character though first. Oh, nope, guess she'll die. Let's go, 100%.
My goodness. The leadership.
That is that.
Intermediate seal. Mm.
All right, that's that.
Here
The
we
winner
go.
of this mock
We
battle, the
won.
Black Eagle House.
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated...
Okay. MVP. Petra. Maxed out motivation. Alright, now I'll go back here. Alright, so I think we'll save it after whatever cutscenes are here and be done
Excellent
for
work
the
today,
night.
Professor. Though our victory should come as no... Yes, it was.
Whoa.
That was impressive, Professor. I mean, impressive. We gained a victory.
We certainly did.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only...
Don't worry about it too much, Linhardt. All that matters is that we won.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield.
She wasn't on the battlefield.
I'd rather stay back than
They only let me bring
You were
5
always
units.
ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because... Was it something I said? Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. I'm kidding, of course.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald train. I do hope you were able to use the... I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow close.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to...
As for today, I have called you here to tell you your class is to dispose of some bad...
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of you shall work to complete the task at hand alongside. I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you.
I can sense something special within you.
High hopes for me, huh?
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
Mock battle where everyone dies. Oh.
Have you no words for me? You ought to know.
What is this
this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless.
Ooh.
Distracted by something
This
so
guy sounds villainy.
I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
I like the design a lot.
How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all.
It's getting hardcore.
Now I must locate you.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Oh yeah, I can see that. That's
Part 1. White clouds. Heartstring moon. Familiar scenery.
I'm about to end anyways, once I get through everything it's about to make me do.
In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
As you have already been notified, our students have been learning about combat through study. The Knights will support your mission. In short, this is no... You will receive a message from the Knights with...
Imagine if you're on classic mode and your units can die permanently and like you let your students die on one of these missions.
The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. It seems unlikely that we would lose.
You seem well. Are you adjusting? Oh, when we were mercenaries outside of battle, you didn't have much. I thought being thrown into a swarm of... But I guess I had nothing. By the way, I heard about those bands. That's fairly routine for you by now. But don't forget it's the first... It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your
don't let your students die, okay?
So stay vigilant. I wish I could offer you my support. For now, I'll try. I don't mind you settling into your life here.
Yep.
Thank you.
Always celebrate birthdays if I have the money. Alright. Well, that's it for me for tonight. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciated having somebody to kind of bounce stuff off of. I'll see you around.